Universal Studios Hollywood is widely known for its world-famous studio tram tour. Since the first tour was given back in 1964, over 200 million people have visited the backlot. During this time, many different sets have been removed and switched out, but in rare situations, Universal lets these pieces of film history rot away. That's what we're going to be discussing today. In 1988, The Great Outdoors starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd was released in theaters. Big Bear, chase me! A lot of the film takes place in a log cabin. The cabin was first constructed over at the Jaws Lake and moved over to Falls Lake. Falls Lake once had a push-button waterfall. However, the effect was shut off years before the cabin moved in. After the giant success of the first Jurassic Park film, Amblin Entertainment, Steven Spielberg's production company, was already looking at the possibility of a sequel, and in 1996, production began on The Lost World. During the film, the characters reached the InGen facility to board a helicopter and escape the island. The Jurassic Park set would be built in the location of Falls Lake. The cabin would be moved from Falls Lake to Falls Lake. Yes, you heard me right. Universal had two Falls Lakes. This one is a lot less scenic, being backdropped by a giant blue screen. The cabin would overlook this area for decades. After filming wrapped up on The Lost World, it would just become another stop on the studio tour. The set would be used again for Jurassic Park 3. Originally, this was supposed to be the same facility as seen in Part 2, but after script rewrites, this was changed. After that film wrapped up, the set would remain. In 2004, Steven Spielberg had begun production on War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and Tim Robbins. One of the most famous scenes in the film takes place in a destroyed neighborhood caused by a giant plane crash. The production crew purchased an actual 747 commercial plane and destroyed it. This set would become a permanent addition to the backlot. In doing so, the massive size of the aircraft prevented people from seeing the Jurassic Park set. Instead of preserving this piece of film history, Universal decided to neglect the structure. The set that was only designed to look abandoned had become just that. In 2021, Jordan Peele's Nope had wrapped up filming. Many of the sets from Jupiter's Claim would be part of a new experience on the tour. This experience would be placed where the log cabin had been residing. The log cabin would have to be removed, but instead of destroying it, they would move it back to its old home by the original Falls Lake. The Jurassic Park set was finally demolished. Today, the cabin remains along the edge of the restored lake. If you enjoyed today's video, why not subscribe? Thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a great day.